Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
We're here. We're gonna play Final
Every time.
Fantasy 14. It's gonna be fun.
Guys, what server are we on?
Ultros.
Ultros.
Okay, just want to make sure because I've been trying for 30 minutes, still haven't gotten into that server.
Yeah, it's
Look, I'm sure this game is amazing, but by God, if you're a modern MMO and you're using the world system, you can go F yourself because you need to grow up and use proper modern instancing. You
Yeah.
idiot. Anyways,
I
sorry.
feel like it's
just
it is still. I agree with all your points, but also like we're all trying to get on the same server at the same time. And I think you can do like world travel stuff regardless, but I still agree with you.
yeah.
We'll have enough
My
servers where
preliminary
it's not a problem.
yeah, my preliminary research was I think you can do raids and dungeons across world. But if you want to change your home world, which is where
Correct,
most of your
yeah.
stuff is done, you have to pay $18. Unless you're going into an empty server and then they're like, yeah, we'll let you do it for free. It's like, if you know your world system sucks, then don't make me pay to handle it. You know?
It's a Japan.
So if you had to pick where
I mean,
on
that's
the
what
list
WoW
you want
used
to
to do
put
too.
this,
That's not new.
I know. I'm just saying, this is a new game. It should be doing it better.
This isn't a new game. It's been out since like 2013
It just celebrated
or
yeah.
earlier.
No,
But-
I think FF14 before the rework is almost 10 years now.
But the great thing about this game is that they constantly fix it. And so for this to still be an issue is like crazy.
This is a stubbornness thing on the side of the Japanese servers. You will discover that is a problem a lot in this game. That is why there is a tremendous detriment of tanks and healers in this game. So it's something like 11-1 DPSs to tanks and healers.
I don't know if you guys know, but
That's pretty normal in most MMOs.
the reason
Yeah.
we fought them in World War II was
Oh my God.
This number's probably wrong now, but when I played at its height in the Japanese servers, it was 46-1 DPSs to tanks and healers.
It was 45. 45 is when we nuked them, not 46.
Shut up. Awful.
Oh my
Terrible joke.
God.
Please tell me we're not live.
we
Oh,
are
we're live.
very much
We're
live.
live.
Oh,
Hey, you
Chris,
can
you're so
softball me
tiny on
like
this
that.
stream. I love it.
Oh, that's
Um,
great. I love it.
Yeah, apparently a friend of mine told me that they've talked about it on streams too, where it's like it's a social thing in Japan where like men won't play healers in games.
What?
It's
That
like
sounds like some Japan thing, yeah.
yeah, they addressed it. I remember when Stormblood, the second most recent expansion, came out, they said we're not adding a healer because they don't get played in Japan.
Folks, I have a menu here that says login with Kelzor Crash Tank, and I'm gonna hit OK.
All right, this
Yeah,
is a JRPG. Where's Trash Can?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could have done that. Hey,
Excuse
the
me.
world's currently full, so I'm in queue.
You're
This game
roasting
sucks.
Zach and
I should've done
freaking
that.
Chris for not being here, and you didn't even log in before the stream.
I know. I should have thought about that. You know.
Well, he
Hey.
at least picked the world. I still haven't.
I'm
waiting every
70
3 minutes to
levels
refresh.
ahead, so
So I can't even play the game right now. So Chris,
boy.
tell us about this
I'm
game. Why
punching
is it
stuff
good?
to death, so it's great.
Hey,
is
I'm
Final
in.
Fantasy 14 good? As someone that's played a decent amount of MMOs, but not an absolute shit ton, yeah, it's really good.
That's
The
good to hear.
dungeon system, that'll be the make or break for you. If after you do 2 of the dungeons or however many 3 of them, whatever the fuck, if you like this, then you will enjoy this game because it's like that's the meat of this game, is the dungeons, the trials, the encounters, the raids, stuff like that. And they're all, for the most part, they're all very unique. They each have like a different mini game or gimmick or whatever the fuck. And a lot of them are really fun. And like I personally like got hooked on this game because of that content. And which is like, you know, if that's your draw and that's what your game has to offer in the grandest form, it better be fucking good.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. When does that stuff
You
generally
do-
become available?
You do the very first dungeon, Sastasha, at level 15.
Ooh, that's not bad. That sounds very obtainable.
Just follow your MSQ, your main story quest, and you will get literally. It is designed so if you start with a fresh account, it will get you all the way to max level
Nice.
without doing any side quests. Leave your side quests, especially because when you want to level up secondary and tertiary accounts, or sorry, not accounts, classes, you will need those.
Got it.
Watching some
Well,
like Kingdom Hearts video right now.
I mean, if you did like 2, you'll be.
I mean, I
you'll be
did
fine.
all the dumb little quests for when you start the game, basically.
Oh no, I haven't played in so long. It thinks I don't know how to play the game. I don't actually know how to play the game.
This guy in a robe gave me armor.
Happy for you.
Yeah. Thanks for liking the overlay, Halucha.
Did someone post
some
this in
editing today.
Someone post this in our chat?
I certainly didn't.
I'll do it. I'm doing in general. Fuck it. I'm doing announcements. I'm doing a stream schedule.
I've really tried to crack down on how many shitty Discord servers I've joined. So
Damn.
Wow.
That's fine. That's fine. How many more members does Art have than yours?
probably
He
a
actually
lot.
left ours.
Hey.
So.
At least we're semi-active now, whereas before we were just dead.
That is true. That is true.
I gotta send me all the time. Hey, there's this pirate guy looking at me. Says I'm moaning
What the
in my
fuck
sleep.
is a fate event?
You're sweating
Fate,
buckets besides.
I don't know what the equivalent is called in WoW, but fates are just like temporary like mini quests, basically that are on the world map.
They don't have those in WoW. WoW's a bad game, so they
They
wouldn't
have them
something
in
cool like
WoW.
that.
Shut up.
I want to go play WoW right now. What if I was just playing WoW while you guys were playing Final Fantasy?
So why is everyone? What's with the big like everyone's leaving WoW thing? Why is that a thing right now?
Is it? I have no
WoW's
idea.
kind of bad right now.
Well,
Okay,
the reason that this game like just had a huge surge in popularity is because something happened in WoW, and everyone and their grandmother was like, "No."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was though. That's just what I.
The
keep
thing
hearing.
is, like, I feel like WoW has been bad for complete outside of here. Isn't it been like 7 or 8 years that people have been like, well, WoW's on the downside. They keep putting
It
up with
was-
bad
I
expansions.
think Battle
say
of
that every game.
Azeroth was. I haven't played an expansion content since the icy one. So like, I'm
Oh, I
so
mean, like,
far
I
behind in that
played-
game that I enjoy it anytime I play.
I played BFA. It wasn't great. A lot of people are not happy with the story, to be honest.
Yeah, see,
I
care
don't
about the
like those
story,
people.
so-
Yeah.
I'm on a boat.
Okay, I
People
did
running
did a
around.
fate thing. Okay,
Especially since I'm gonna be a little mean here, but I'm pretty sure WoW's like entire story is just blocks of text in a quest log, and I know they've gotten a little bit better.
Entirely not true. You
every
have
time I
false
touch it,
information.
every time I touch it, like a majority of like all the like, there's like, hey, let me tell you this paragraph. Now go do this quest for me. And granted, that's all the early level stuff, but I'm just like, how can people get into this?
I will
at
say
all?
my biggest
I mean,
complaint about
Final
WoW,
Fantasy does this so far too, so
my biggest complaint
That's
about
fair.
all
Already.
MMOs is that so many of their quests are just go kill X number of monkey butts.
I mean that's also what I have so far in this game.
When
No,
I-
I was saying that about this. This game has it too. It's just I have that problem with most MMOs.
When I play WoW, I just put a podcast on and just run through quests because it's like nostalgic and relaxing.
It's relatively brain off. Oh man, all
And
my
I'll pay
armor sets
attention
are
to like some
fucked.
story bits, but
Oh wait, there's a feed, a
I-
teleport.
dude,
Fuck
you
that.
are talking to me on
Yup.
a ship, and I'm doing a stream, and I do not care. Just skip the story stuff. Just skip cutscene. Just let me play the game.
Yeah, do it.
Should I? Okay, I need. Okay, look, folks, I'm ready for an MMO, but I just want the MMO part. Should I care about this story or not?
Story doesn't matter pre level 15.
Okay.
There are three separate stories depending on which starter town you're in. It's a bad system. Don't worry about it. And then the story syncs up.
I was gonna say that
That's good.
actually
I like that.
is interesting. Yeah, I don't think that sucks.
I mean, it would matter more if the towns ever fucking mattered in the main story. Because the 3 leaders of the towns are fucking idiots.
I just like that. So it's like if you
Okay.
make different characters or whatever, you
That's
you
true.
get a different experience.
Yeah, which is also weird though because there's not much of a point to making different. There's actually 0 point to making different characters in this game because you can have all your classes on one.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty true.
Which which to be fair though, is a good system because I don't want to make 7 fucking characters.
This is already better
we
than
should-
Final Fantasy 11.
I mean, can you use
it's much better
those
than
other
Final Fantasy.
towns to level up your new jobs?
Yeah. Oh, you can't do the main story quest there, but there's quests there.
Oh, I think that's decent then. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
I mean it's not the worst thing in the world.
guy. is
I have
dressed
level 70
so
in Summoner.
poorly.
Oh, TIL.
I hear you, Ailey. I think I'm gonna try paying attention to the story And if I feel like it's starting to make me not want to keep playing the game, even though I want the gameplay, then I'll start skipping it. But I'm gonna
What
give it a
is
shot.
everyone's setups? What is David? You're a pugilist.
Yeah, I'm a pugilist now. I'll probably eventually go rogue.
So pugilist plus lancer / dragoon equals monk. Rogue. I think it's rogue. I think rogue plus pugilist equals ninja. So you're halfway there. Ian, what are you rocking?
I'm a thaumaturgist.
So thaumaturge, you can go into either black mage or summoner.
I think eventually I want to do red mage, but I think that's locked right now.
I actually have red mage.
Trial.
I can show it off for you later. Yes, red mage is you don't have to unlock anything. You just have to get to the point in the quest where you're allowed to do it, and then it starts at level 50.
Yeah. So I'm going for that eventually.
And then Willie, you're a warrior or marauder. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, my warrior
Great.
gear still works.
Up.
Oh, looks so fucking cool.
Great.
I'm ready for this story. What's your let's talk about Final Fantasy experience. Will, what's your FF backstory?
I have played none of them except for 11 for that server quest episode.
That's right.
The infamously bad one.
It was awful.
I played a couple hours of Tactics Advance when it came out, but I didn't really understand how Tactics or Final Fantasy went. So I remember just being like, "This is cool" for an hour, and then I just never played it again. I played
that game's so good.
I bet it is. I was just whenever it came out, I think I was like 10 or something. I was not ready for it. I played like the first 6 or 7 hours of Final Fantasy 15, which, folks, is a game with some high points, but a lot of things that are not good. And after that 8 hours, I said, not good enough. Talking about fetch quests. How about fetch quest where you have to be in a car for 10 minutes and you can't really control the car just to get to the fetch area?
Sounds like a bad fetch quest.
Yeah, but it sucks because I watched the Final Fantasy 15 movie and it was actually kind of good. Like, I liked the world story that was going on.
I detest Final Fantasy 15.
And then they had a lot of cool designs, but they just didn't bring the game together well enough for me. I played the first like 12 hours of Final Fantasy 7. Loved it. Really, really loved it.
Nice.
It was just a bit too old for me. Once I got to a point where it was like, oh, I got to do some like weird grindy stuff, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play the remake eventually. And then I have seen both Spirits Within and Advent Children, and Advent Children was okay. I didn't really know what was happening. Spirits Within, great movie. Gonna say it.
You're wrong.
I need to rewatch it, but I remember enjoying it, and I think I would still enjoy it.
It's enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's a great
If y'all
movie.
are editing this on YouTube, please would love it. I'll put in the clip from fucking Life is Strange where Max defends that thing for no reason.
Yeah.
What?
There's a bit in
Oh.
Life is Strange where you pick up a copy of Final Fantasy Spirits Within, and Max goes on like a 1-minute tangent about how it's a good movie. And everyone's like, "Why is this in this game?" It's completely out of
Square Enix game.
nowhere.
It's like, Chris, do you remember in Kingdom Hearts 3 when Mickey gets into a discussion about VPNs? And it was in remote desktop protocol? That is not an exaggeration.
No,
They're literally
this is
talking
the thing
about
that
remote
happens.
desktop. And I'm just like, what is happening?
Wait, which game was that in? 2?
Stage 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh wow.
They're like, oh, we got to the computer, and the other guy on the end of the call is just like, oh, well, we could do a remote desktop. Just give me the address of the computer, and I can secure a connection to it, and then use the computer. And it's just like, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
gosh. We're looking at porn.
Anyways, David, what's your Final Fantasy experience?
I think from those of us that have said it already, probably the most extensive. So I've played.
Asks the question, walks away.
I didn't see it because I'm actually playing the game. Oh my god.
Anyways,
Fuck you,
can
Ian.
keep talking.
Known bastard man Ian Gibson balls out on stream, folks.
What's his wife or fiance or
Maggie.
girlfriend's name? Maggie. I love that Maggie just like walks up and is like, "What? What's going on?" I'd like to know that too, Maggie. I'd like to know that too.
I want to just shout out thanks, Ailey, in the chat for all your advice. I am reading it.
Oh, is someone in the chat with actual FF14 experience? Like current FF14 experience? Because that'd be nice, because I have not played in over 2
I
years.
just said water.
Oh,
down
yeah.
a cup of piss.
Yeah, I've beaten this game before. I didn't mention
Shut
that.
up. Nobody
Now
asked
to
you.
actually answer Ian's question now that he's here and has to suffer through it.
I really didn't mean to do that. It's just that I knew Maggie was gonna give me shit on camera unless I dealt with her on mute. So I was just like, let's get this out of the way. Yes, I'm streaming again. No, it's not a Saturday night. Okay, blah blah blah. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh boy.
I love that. That was good. Was it good for you?
Part of the reason why we
content.
bought a house, like 10% of the reason we bought a house is so that I could have my own studio room that I could just shut myself into and not take over the entire living room,
Lock the
kitchen
door.
area. Anyways, David, what shitty Final Fantasy games have you played? I'm just kidding.
Honestly, a lot of them. Some of them been shitty, some of them been great. So I played, I think Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on Game Boy Advance on the remasters or whatever that were there.
Ooh.
I don't think I finished 2. I know I finished 1. That was forever ago. I played Final Fantasy 5, I think a year or two ago. Didn't enjoy it. Wasn't great. I have played 7. Great game. I have played 7 Remake. Even better game. Fantastic game.
Can't wait. I want to play the game so badly, but it's just not the right time in my life to start playing
Oh,
that game.
it's so
I gotta
good.
wait a
And
couple months.
The new DLC also really good. So you're in for a treat when you actually play it. What else have I played? I played 10 a long time ago. No, that's it. That's it. 10's the most recent one I played.
That sounds
I
right.
guess
Wait,
minus remake.
so you haven't
And
played
then,
8?
I haven't played 8. I did play Tactics Advance, and I think I played most of Tactics Advance 2,
Hmm.
but I don't remember exactly.
I'm kind
How
of
far I got.
I'm kind of really curious about 8, 9, 10 because I feel like the there's always a debate between people saying like Final Fantasy 7 is the best, and then the people are like, no, it's not. It's 8/9/10.
Okay. No one
So-
says 8. You're wrong.
Are you sure?
I like
heard
8
people
better
one
than
saying
says
7.
8.
I like 8 better than 7.
You're
So
an
that's-
idiot.
that's the thing is that I feel like if 7 is such an incredible game, then maybe 8 or 9 and 10 are around the same tier.
7's not even my number 3.
Man,
Maybe
see,
that's so to
I
guess
I know your
Ian,
tastes
to
are
give
bad,
you context,
but
Ian, like I went to at the last PAX that was in person, PAX West, I think 2019.
Mhm.
I had some free time, so I went to a group of panelists ranking all Final Fantasy games,
Oh no.
oh god,
which
in
was
front of an audience.
hilarious. In front of an audience, it was great.
Oh god,
It was so fun. There were so many mad people.
It's like Car Crash TV right there.
But the panel ranked Triple Triad from Final Fantasy
Yeah.
VIII higher than Final Fantasy VIII.
See, but that's an opinion I'm okay with because it's correct.
what is Triple Triad?
It's like a card game that's like a mini game inside.
You can
of Final
play
Fantasy
it in
VIII.
this game. It's
Yeah,
at
I think
the
it's in
casino.
17 or 14 as well.
Casinos.
It's at the casino I'm currently standing in because it must be where I played this game last.
Oh no, I remembered why Chris stopped playing. You have a gambling addiction. I forgot about that.
Crippling.
I'm sorry. Crippling.
I wish that was true.
I mean, by crippling, I mean someone broke his kneecaps because he owed them money.
Oh, the kneecap breaking was unrelated.
Remember,
All right,
remember
it's
when
just
we
a sex
played?
thing.
Remember when we played somebody's blackjack game in Roblox, and they were like very adamant. They're like, "This is not gambling. Do not say that. They will ban me for
Oh,
that."
it was like 21 or something.
Yeah. It was like fake money. This is not
Because
real
I said,
money.
hey, we
Do
should
not
start
gamble
betting on
Robux.
this.
Yeah. It's very easy to bet Robux.
So
in
has
that
anybody
game.
made progress in the game Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn Heavens Towards Stormblood?
I'm
I'm talking to Bearlon again, Bayderon. I'm trying
still
to
not
skip
in the
as
server.
fast as possible.
But you're still not in, Ian?
No, every 3 minutes I hit the refresh button and it's like Famfrit, Lamia, Excalibur, but it never says Ultras, so I can't join it.
Oh, we're not doing a dungeon tonight, folks.
Ugh.
I'm level 5 and I'm the highest other than you, Chris.
Not all
I
that,
mean-
lad.
Oh, I need to repair my shit. Yeah, for gold sinks, they tax you to teleport you. They tax you to repair your shit.
Who's this?
I mean, teleport, I imagine, once I'm high level, is a minuscule throwaway amount of gold.
It's based on how far you're teleporting. So if
Okay.
you're
You know what? That's
teleporting-
actually pretty similar to WoW, but
My
even
God,
for
it's the
WoW, like
Dark Lord.
the farthest you fly is still not expensive for high level characters.
Here, I'll tell you right now how much the most expensive teleport can be.
$2.
2 real life.
I
dollars.
legit do not remember how to teleport.
Will, did you pick the beefy boy? I almost picked the beefy boy.
I was gonna pick Tiny Man, but I feel like I always pick the tiny one.
Oh yeah, what race did y'all pick? Did you pick Row, or were you allowed to pick the
recall.
Beast Men?
I picked Wade actually.
Awful
I
joke.
went cat girl.
I'm the big bulky guy. I don't know. I'm looking at the Dark Lord Palpatine right now.
You are
I can see it.
I'm
Yeah.
very confused.
Palpatine's behind it all.
Hello, my name's Palpatine. My name's Teen. Palpatine.
Yeah, I was big boy because
No relation to
Oh,
my brother.
they've-
Ovaltine.
They've actually changed it. The teleport tax caps out at 1,000 or 999 now.
What is that in real money? Like if I was gonna go buy Gil or whatever it is.
I've never purchased Gil. I know that it's actually hard as fuck to purchase Gil, because they ban the shit out of you for it.
So you're saying that I should ask for a refund on
If
that
I recall, because there's like people that like shout ads for it. I want to say that they used to say it was like $10 for a million, but that seems like it can't be right.
Guys, I found Shrek. Oh,
Finally,
he disappeared.
Oh,
But it was
dang.
literally Shrek.
I
Guys-
found literally Satan earlier. He was a player.
oh, I
know,
love that guy on sandwiches.
I owe you guys all thanks because I know we talked about doing this and we were trying to schedule a little bit, but I feel like I pressed everybody's hand today because the thing is I've got some busy time coming up. I've got some expenditures, so I'm looking for a good free game. And Will and I for years have been talking about finally playing Final Fantasy 14.
Sure.
And it felt like we were getting close and I just forced you guys and you guys answered the call. So thank you for letting me finally sit on this server screen and refresh
mean-
the page so I get it. I'm ready to sink time into this. I got nothing. Like I'm moving, so I'm just packing everything and leaving like my TV and my computer until the end. So I'm just gonna be sucked into free games for a while, and this is perfect for me. If I can just play the freaking game.
This guy's name I'm looking at is someone smashed the keyboard. AHLDSKYF. Aldskif.
That feels like a bot.
No, it's a person. I have to.
Oh no, I just mean. Oh, it's their
No,
real
like
name.
It's an NPC.
It's an NPC.
I think that actually might be the joke about that NPC's name.
Yes,
Aldskif.
I'm Aldskif. You have some herbs to examine.
There's a lot of really dumb jokes in quest names and stuff. Which where you should put them?
Yeah,
and over.
that's where they belong.
Yes, it's useless. Wait, I'm gonna voice all these lines. No, I'm not.
So Ailey says I should just pick any server that is on the same data center and get to it. But I'm worried about being in a different homeworld than you guys.
Yeah,
So
so like
from-
if you're walking around town, we won't be able to see you. But if you want to like join us for a dungeon, we can see you.
Yeah, I want to see each other because I feel like we're gonna do casual streams and off-stream get together. So I would much rather be on the same server.
I mean, I could be wrong about that. Like things could have changed in 2 years. Ellie can correct me on that, obviously.
Oh, Ailey says server visit.
I do know about server visit.
Because I don't want to end
home
up in a
visit.
spot where I have to pay money to do something weird.
Eldeweiss. Janassim of the Bruguiere Consortium seeks services of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer in the alleyway. Ooh.
What did I tell you about side quests?
Is this a side quest?
Yes, that symbol means side quest.
Oh,
I mean, I had to do some. I need to get level like 5 to continue doing the main quest.
Oh,
Really? MSQ didn't give you enough?
So this
No.
says
Wow.
there's
Homeworld
so
also-
many people here.
Yeah, you're in Limsa, which is the most popular town by far.
What's happening? Ooh, bikini babes. They're just hanging out here. Dummy mommy. She's
That is why you
dominatrix.
play. Oh my god,
Oh.
she's in.
in a clan called Dominatrix.
No, that's her. That's her title.
Oh, title Dominatrix.
She has title Domatrix. I don't know what that's even from.
Oh, I just got an eye patch. Hell yeah.
So good.
Sorry, you have. Will, your settings must be weird. Okay, because you're not drawing everyone on the scene because I'm in the same area as you.
Look at this
But yes,
guy.
I was gonna say please highlight the man dancing.
Yes,
Oh,
is that
there's a
Shrek?
tiny little wind-up Tifa.
Yeah.
Oh,
The wind-up Final Fantasy pets are actually pretty easy to get. You can also buy them.
I am playing at 1600 by 900, which is it might look a little high.
Weird.
I just didn't
So
do it full screen, so
apparently-
I could have stuff with it.
I did find something about companies and
Free companies.
guilds that if we wanted to be in the same one, we would have to be in the same home world.
Correct, yeah.
That is true. Yes.
So, and we can create a company at some point, right? Or no?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's
I
the thing.
could-
You can't join or create a company if you are on the free version.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
but I still want to leave
really?
that possibility open
Interesting.
if we ever become paying subscribers.
I believe I'm still technically owner of my free company, so
Although I wonder if I could just pay for a month, join. Oh, but you probably can't go from paid back.
As
to
soon as you go
trial.
paid, you can't go back to free. Yeah.
correct. I had to pay to play this today,
Oh wow.
but I also had been debating doing this anyway, so
Yeah, we'd been
You're welcome.
talking about it for the past couple weeks on our channel and Discord.
Yeah.
And then Ian's like, "Hey, we're gonna do it today," and I'm like, "Oh well, that's all I needed." That's
yeah.
I know.
I needed
was
this
someone
the
definitively-
slightest feather touch. of
That's what
I
it
just
felt like.
needed-
You know.
I just needed someone to say, "I'm doing it. Come join me." And I was like, "Okay, that's enough. That's all I needed." I was thinking about what game I was gonna pick up to play because I just
Yep.
finished playing Inside yesterday.
Oh,
And I
that's a
was
good
like,
one.
It was weird. I didn't like it all that much, but it was
How,
decent.
Chris? How do I? Is the one that looks like an apple the main quest one?
It'll always be sorted at your top, but yeah, the one that calls close to home.
Okay, and then clicking
It's
little.
the one that's
button
got
is
the
how I
ruffles
track it.
around it.
Exactly. It'll put it on the right side there. All the way right on your screen.
Oh.
You can have a max of I want to say 7 over there. Mine are all stupid because they're all fucking weeklies.
Oh, I gotta get back to the call.
Why is my MSQ the bird? Oh, I must have been doing a.
All right, Chris, I'm going to put you on the spot.
What's up?
What are your top tips for people who have literally never played this game and don't know anything about it? Like, what are things that we should absolutely know going in? What are things we shouldn't care about? You know what I mean? Like you already gave one. You gave a good one on the quest, which is like just focus on the main story quests.
Yeah,
back later for the side
I will
quests to
say
level
so.
up.
One of the most difficult, not difficult, like one of the most important things is going to be leveling up multiple classes because you simply have to do that. Like you'll pick your first class. For me, it was White Mage, and you'll ride that all the way to the end of your MSQ, and you'll be like, cool. And then you will be like, okay, now I want to experience the kick of something else, like a tank or whatever. DPS is going to be the hardest to level up because when it comes time to go into dungeons or trials or raids or whatever the fuck, you will have to wait because it'll find a party, and you'll have to wait. So it'll behoove you to either hang out with someone that is a tank or a healer, or be a tank or a healer.
Hey there, Will.
What's the
Wait, where are you? Is this you?
Oh, it's right
Oh
behind
no,
you.
I meant being a tank. I'm like, hey there, Will.
Oh.
Oh,
What's the number to go into these raid? What's the party size to fill it out?
we're back.
Light party will be 4 people, so that's dungeons and shit. Raids proper will be 6 people, and then there are big alliance raids, which are like the I don't know, I don't honestly know the equivalent in other games, but they're like huge 24-man raids where you get like pretty good gear.
Yeah. Ailey's bringing up the point I was kind of leading towards, which is hopefully we won't have to deal with that looking for group system too much because we got.
Yeah, I have literally all like I have a variant of every single class leveled to the max, so we should be fine. Elise also notes that Summoner and Scholar, which is both a DPS and a healer, share the exact same requirements. Like they share the exact same base classes, so you can level up Summoner a DPS while leveling up Scholar a healer, and it's super fast. Because the best way to level up always is going to be just do your highest level dungeon that you currently can do.
Yeah.
You also
That's
have
what I was going to do, but then I was like, man, I really hate the like pet classes in WoW. I doubt I will like them in this game.
I hate Summoner. I like Scholar. But I also like the only DPS I enjoy in this game is Red Mage. I can't remember the key binding right now. But that was J. Shit. One of them will open up your trial menu, or your duty finder. It's you.
Thanks for the follow, Elise.
You'll have a daily roulette. There's a couple of them, different versions of them.
No,
that are like
you does not do anything for me.
you haven't unlocked it yet.
Okay.
And for example, I have one that's my daily one for like it just gives me a shitload of XP for doing it, and that's just it'll autofill me into any dungeon that needs someone right now.
That's similar to WoW too.
It's a good system. And then there's the infamous one, the main scenario duty roulette, which means you're going to be put into one of the 2 or probably more now dungeons that are like a huge story drop. So like 80% of it is people watching cutscenes, and then just the people that have done it a million times just doing the dungeon. Jeez, it's bad. It's but like they know it's bad, so they give you bonus experience for doing it.
Ailey says they leveled up most of their classes just doing roulette. Each roulette once a day, and they got about 5 levels per day.
Yes,
which is pretty.
There's also something called the Palace of the Dead, and then Heaven on High, and then Ailey could probably remind me what the there's a new version of it later on in the game, which is just like a super fast mini dungeon you can do that gives you a ton of experience.
Oh, okay.
How do I get to this place? Currently.
At least that's not true. It can't be true.
What? What's not true?
The cutscenes inside the main scenario quest roulette are no longer skippable. What? That's the worst.
They're just like get wrecked if you've actually played this before.
Oh, but the map I'm looking at is dog shit. Lifted.
Man, imagine like living life with just lifted above your head at all times. That's your title.
Yo, bro, you gonna help me lift?
That's your class in life.
Yo, bro.
Oh, I got a
Is that-
high quality item.
It's basically what a personal trainer is, right? A lift attendant.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, I got high quality honey. Cool.
That's Halucha, that's the classic thing is like, man, MMOs are a lot of like upkeep and maintenance and having to play the game to get your fucking dailies and your weeklies. And it's kind of like chores, how like a lot of games turn into over time. But man, they look fun, don't they? Look at all that shit you can do.
All right, I'll be right back.
Ew.
I have mail? Probably just though. Thank you for playing the game again, mail.
Yo.
A nice hog, dude.
Hey, nice dog, dude. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing. It is essential that we ascertain their safety.
Ass.
Retain. Oh there. Curious about the Marauders Guild? Any axe worth swinging needs 2 hands on the haft. Well, my mom
You know what
used
I'm
to always say.
Also, dude, this game is horny.
Oh yeah.
Did you not see the dominatrix I was looking at her?
No, well, no, because I'm playing the game too. I'm not watching the stream.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. It's like you guys are here for content. Dave and I are here to scratch a deep, deep urge, which is Final Fantasy XIV, the game.
Wait, was
Like,
one of...
I was doing a quest earlier, and I had to ask people what their favorite color of dress was for some like Weavers Guild or something.
Yeah.
And so I was asking people, and one guy's like, "The color doesn't matter as long as it comes off at the end of the night." And I was like, "Oh my god, this
guy
game's
fucks.
so horny." And then another person, same quest line, was like, "Oh, black for sure. Once you go black, you never go back." And I was just like, what
That's good. People in the chat that have played the game can vouch for me on this. Once you get to Heaven's, to Stormblood, oh boy, does it get horny.
I am a
Looking
leather
forward to it.
daddy.
Looking forward.
Wait,
to it.
who's a
Are you
Loda
streaming
Real?
on? You streaming on YouTube or Twitch?
Twitch. I linked it in our.
Wait,
Discord.
Is that one of you?
Is who? One of me?
Loda Real?
That's me.
Okay.
Hunkbert
I wasn't paying
Longshaft.
attention. I was just really confused that I had a message from you. How do I add you as a
What
friend?
did I say? Yeah, you should be able
said
to right
you
click on my
smell.
name in there.
Oh, I think another free trial
I
limitation
sent you a
is
friend request.
parties.
But how do I accept a friend request?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, I see.
Hey man, it's been a while.
Friends now.
Ian, go on.
I was just saying, I think another limitation with free trials is that you can't. I don't think you can start or invite to a party, but you may be able to accept a party invite.
Let's test that because I was
what?
able to right click and
I'm the
offer
one
a
not.
party.
Well, you're subscribed.
Yeah, but so I mean, if that's the case, then I'll just do it.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I'm the one sitting here doing nothing. So let me look this stuff up. What free trial limitations?
Hey, I'm in your party now.
Yeah, he can join a party just fine.
No, I think you
He
can
was saying I
join a
can't
party.
Start a party.
You can't start a party or
you
invite
might not be
people
able
to a
to start a party until you lose newbie. No, you can do it before you lose newbie sprout.
I think it's trial. I think it's trial
I'm
related.
I'm
gonna look it up.
Free
Trial restrictions. Okay, here we go.
Many things on screen right now.
So you can't purchase all in-game items. Some of them are not available to free trial players.
I believe you can't purchase cosmetics.
You can create up to 8 playable characters, 1 playable character per world, level 60 cap, maximum 300,000 gil in your account. You can't use shout, yell, or tell in the chat. You can't access the in-game market board. You can't trade with other players. You can't send letters using the Moogle service. Can't hire retainers.
Nah, not my letters.
You can join link shells if invited, but you cannot create a link shell. You cannot create or join a free company.
Mm-hmm.
You can join a party if invited or by using Duty Finder, but you cannot assemble a party.
It sounds like a lot of this is designed to eliminate free-to-play bots ruining everything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because the trading thing makes 100% sense. Because you get a decent amount of money just from doing the MSQ, so they can just run through it, get like $1 million, and then just use it to brick the economy.
Yeah. You can't create or join a PvP team or participate in the feast or the feast.
Beast is PvP. That's terrible. But it's got cool. Ooh. I should go check on if there's new sweet PvP gear.
Coffee ice cream.
It's the best cosmetics. Everyone knows.
You cannot log into the Lodestone, the official forum, or companion application during the free trial. That's kind of weird. They don't let you access the. Well, so the forum is locked to subscribers then?
I don't know. The forum is the one way to trip getting banned, if I recall.
Damn.
It's like it's it's the dark times. You don't want to go there.
That's like every forum nowadays, pretty much.
Or Balmont.
Oh, someone's victory post. Wait. Oh,
The hell is this?
Butt.
Let's talk about some MMO experience. David, what's your MMO experience?
Played a lot of WoW, like a lot of WoW, like several thousand hours of WoW. What else have I played? I think I've dabbled in a few others, but I've never. WoW's the only one I've put like a reasonable amount of time into.
Yeah, I feel like MMOs are kind of a unique genre in that you could be a big MMO fan, and typically it means that you're a fan of 1 or 2 games. Not that you don't like the others, but you just don't really play them. Whereas if you think about like fighting games, shooters, etc., you're like, I love Call of Duty, but yeah, I'll play these others too. And with MMOs, it's almost always like, this is what I play. I played this before too, but this is what I play. You know, it's weird. It's you don't really dabble cross game in the genre.
I don't think it's that weird because like the amount of time it takes to get to the good points of an MMO, like
yeah, that's true.
Playing more than one at a time is difficult to do.
Yeah. But I think even people hopping, like for example, I'm gonna assume you've been playing WoW for a long, long time, and there's plenty of other MMOs that have come out in that time, but you didn't feel the need to hop over.
No, I mean a lot of it was waiting to see which ones actually survived.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Because like I didn't want to waste time playing an MMO that wasn't gonna live more than a year.
Yeah.
Which, not a shocker to most people here, is not a lot of them.
Yes. So they're an incredibly expensive game to make and have a low success rate.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Kurt Schilling's game company.
I think for me, I remember playing WoW around when it came out, and I just wasn't really into MMOs, so I only played it for like a month. And that's back before free trial, so I like paid the month subscription, played it for a month, and I was like, not really for me. And then
I did the same thing initially. Actually, I went back to WoW after trying it like a couple years earlier.
I've gone back a couple times, but I can't really. It doesn't really hook me. Nothing against the game, it just doesn't hook me. The other, this is pseudo MMO. I'm gonna say pseudo MMO just because the community around it is similar to the community around an MMO, and that was Planetside 2.
Yeah, that's true.
I played that since beta, and I was actually I was one of the officers of like the 4chan outfit, which is like their guild. And we had some funny rivalries with like the Reddit outfit. And there was this badass who was basically this guy that was just like, he was just an asshole to everybody, but he was also literally the best person in the game because he was max level, max stats. And he had this guild that was literally just like, you will follow my orders. If you do not follow my orders, I will kick you from the guild. So it was all these like military tryhards, but we were on the same faction. So like I don't want to say I knew him, but I got through communication channels to him. So every now and then we would like hop on a server and there'd be like 25 people in our guild and he would have like 100 people up, and we would just like send communiques, or I'd be like, hey, we're gonna go for this base, can you guys get some backup? And he's like, yeah, we'll be there. And just 100 people descending out of the sky in fighters to just overwhelm this base. And I'd be like, hey, thanks, man. He's like, yeah, no problem. And it was just, you're just rolling these servers, and that was a lot of fun. And I've kind of been looking for that MMO high where you're just like, every patch note you're scrutinizing, you know, all the memes in the community, you know, all the meta, and you're like right there at the forefront of it. And
Yeah, Ian, you're hitting me really too close to home with how he's played this game.
Yep. I know. And I've been looking for that. And I don't want to say the closest I got, but the thing that I played after that was Elder Scrolls Online. And I didn't really play it. I was a tester for it, doing like 50-hour work weeks. So I played a lot of that game, but none of it was in production. So like that helped me like get used to how an MMO works, like a typical MMORPG, like the whole casting thing, like what's your rotation, you know, how to do a build and all that, but I never actually played it in production. And ever since then, I've just been looking for an MMO to play. So I want this to grab me. I feel like, Will, it's kind of the same with you, where post WoW, you're like me, you're waiting for the next MMO to grab you.
I would say the closest to everything you were saying is probably Destiny. Because I know Elise mentioned it in the chat. I probably have like 1,000 hours in that game. Probably not, probably like 8. But I played that game a ton. That was the game that like every patch notes you'd look through, all that sort of stuff. But after I bought every expansion so far, and I've dropped off within a week or two. Forsaken was the only thing that lasted so long. But I played a bunch of WoW. The reason I was so into WoW is because my parents didn't want me to play it. Not because it was bad, but they just didn't want to pay the $15 a month.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I heard that as my parents didn't want me.
Oh, my parents didn't want me. To play it, it was $15 a month, and they didn't
What
want
did
to
you
pay
think?
that.
That actually works really well. Just move the period.
So I would play it at a friend's house and just make new characters for him. And then when I went to college, I was like, oh, I'm somewhat of an adult now. I can play this with my own money. And then every year, probably 4 or 5 times a year, I drunkenly buy like a month's worth of time. And then I just play a month's worth of time on a character. Like, I've been slowly leveling a wizard for like 2 years now. So basically,
That's cool.
I just play through the missions. I don't do anything. Like, I don't know anyone who plays it, so I don't do anything with anyone. I like just do it solo and listen to podcasts or watch
That's crazy. Like, I can't imagine doing that because, like, I had a guild. I was a raid leader at one point. Like,
Yeah, I got my engineering all the way up one of my accounts before I was hacked a while ago. I don't play that character anymore. Painted, but I could make a
Man.
motorcycle. That was fun.
And Chris, I'm pretty sure you are the MMO master of this group. Is that right?
I mean, I've never played WoW. That's like my big miss. I don't know. I just never played it. Because like I guess when WoW was at its like I don't know about peak, but like when everyone in their grandma was playing WoW, I was playing RuneScape because they were like the two big ones at the time, and RuneScape was free. And I was notably poor. And then from there, I played. I was in the Nexon pit for a while. I had like Dragon's Nest and other terrible Nexon MMOs. Aeon, if anyone remembers Aeon, Terra.
yeah.
I'm sure there's
you,
other ones.
you tried all the ones that I
I
was like, I don't
I
think
tried.
that's gonna
I
last.
tried all those ones that died. Aeon, to be fair, lasted quite a while. I tried ESO, didn't love it. I think it was like that. So much of it was needed to be first person, or not. It was designed around being first person.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, there's others I'm just not thinking of. And then I played Final Fantasy 14 from Heavensward, like right when Heavensward came out, all the way to the end of Stormblood. So it's about 2.5 years. And then I dropped off of it right before Shadowbringers came out, and I'm not touching it again. Hello. But I played a fuckload of this game. I checked when I was like re-upping my subscription day. I was subscribed for a total of 1,100 days.
Wow.
Wow.
I played a
That's
lot of RuneScape too. That
not bad.
that was the first MMO.
I still play a lot of old school RuneScape because it's a great fucking game.
It's good. I the other MMO I like to play. I mentioned this yesterday. Is it's by the creator of Ultima. It's called Shadow of the Avatar. Something Forsaken.
What a terrible
It's
terrible name.
so
It's a bad name.
Shadow of the Avatar
It's so good.
Forsaken.
It's free to play on Steam. It's one of those games that it's like RuneScape. You level up by doing the thing. So I literally just run around spamming the spells, and you level up the spells as you're doing it.
I still can't believe no other like bigger company has
such
said
a good system.
we're just going to steal RuneScape's skill
It's
system
like-
and
I
put
mean,
it in a prettier,
Fallout
newer
and
game.
Oblivion and Skyrim do that, which is nice. But yeah.
That's
Wait,
true.
where you just do the thing to get better
Well,
at the thing?
no, RuneScape is a bit more nuanced than that because it's like there are like
Yeah,
ways
no
of
jumping
training it. Yes, that's also true. I mean, like it's a bit more nuanced than that, but basically, like doing it unlocks more ways to train doing it,
Yeah.
and you train doing it in order to make the product of that skill.
Yeah. Shout out
mean,
to
It's
Red
kind of
Orchestra
what WoW
2.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like but that's the thing. It's like it's kind of hard to explain unless you really understand how RuneScape's skill system works.
Yeah, Red Orchestra 2 does something similar, which was kind of surprising for an FPS where basically like the more you play with a weapon and the more you shoot it, you slowly get like more accurate and you can slowly reload it more quickly. It's like every level of the weapon is like
Mhm.
0.5% faster reload. And it's just it was such a grind in a way, but it felt much better than like the Call of Duty system where it's like you reach level 20, now you have this perk that lets you like reload faster, and it's like okay. Whereas this felt like no, you have to like specialize in a weapon and actually use it to get
That's
better.
cool. I like that.
WoW
so I-
initially had that system. So like they had a weapon system where the more you used it, the better you got at it.
Mhm.
They took it out because it fucking sucks.
At
'Cause,
least
like,
It's very razor's edge.
well,
Yeah, you got to
it
do
was-
it right.
It was very much the reason it sucked was a lot of classes could use multiple types of weapons, and like
So
you
you're
could be
never
in the middle.
really-
Yeah, you could be in the middle of a dungeon. Like if you're a warrior, you can use like 6 different types of weapons, and you get like a new type of weapon. And it's like, well, my skill sucks with this one, so I'm gonna use the crappier weapon I have,
Yeah.
even though this one's better.
Yeah.
And then I think in the first expansion to WoW, they accidentally introduced a like mob you could use to farm it, and then like no one cared anymore, and then they took the system out.
That's the other thing I was gonna say. Oh, at least also mentioned Destiny, which I think several of us have played quite a bit of.
Yeah,
I haven't.
it's Destiny wants to be. Destiny's one of those games where it's like we're not an MMO, but they're kind of trying to be an MMO and failing at it really
Destiny
badly.
is an MMO, I think.
But
Yeah.
they never really say that, right? Like, weren't they fighting against that for a while, where they were just like, "Well, no, we're not." but they keep introducing MMO
Somebody
systems.
more educated on that says what I have to say, because everyone I know is always referred to it as MMO, but it could be that the company itself does not.
The company, when they were under Activision, was expressly forbidden from using the words MMO.
Oh,
I
video
believe
games.
recently they've talked about it as an MMO more freely.
Yeah, because they were also like
Um,
live service game.
But yeah, Activision
Yeah.
was very much like, no, please do not mention that the shooting game is an MMO or shooter players will not play it, which is fair because they're right.
yeah. But it's just like so many stupid decisions they have. Like I don't know if they ever fixed it, but where it would display a character's level above their head in the shared
Mhm.
spaces, and it was like level doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. It's all about light
Yeah,
and not
they
your
did that
character
wrong.
level.
I think it's.
Or
I
they-
will
they
say
would-
that is something I understand that it has a purpose, but I hate item levels and light levels and shit like that.
I kind of like the light level because it's tied so closely to your gear level. I love gear levels when they're like clear and explicit.
They
But-
are very explicit in this game. I'll say that.
Yeah, but in Destiny they kind of focused on it, but then they were just adding all these other different levels on top. That was just like, why is this here? And then on the PC at least, you would on Destiny 2 you would go into the main hub space, the tower or whatever, and all of a sudden you would have a text chat. And then, but it didn't have any sort of structure to it, like it had groups, but you couldn't
Yeah,
have
that
like
was
a
specifically
trading channel or
'cause
anything like that.
It happened to be on PC. Like,
Yeah,
people
but then you would go-
requested it.
But then you would go into a world, let's say you go to Earth Zone or whatever it is, and I don't think there's text chat in there.
Yeah.
So it's only in the tower, and it's just like what are you doing? Commit or don't do all these half-ass
Yeah,
measures.
it was like a late
and that was
addition
frustrating.
because people like asked about it and they're like, yeah, I guess we can add it to the tower. And then people
Yeah.
then started complaining that it wasn't everywhere.
Well, I don't want to blow
Listen-
you up. You're not doing your MSQ right now.
I'm not what?
Not doing your quest right now. You're doing
Yeah,
fucking
top-
nonsense.
I know.
top
but,
left is MSQ,
I
right?
know, but they're all
Yeah.
done, so I'm just turning them in. But
Well,
also it
only
says
one of
they
them
need
is
to
done.
be. It said because I just turned a bunch in.
Oh, okay.
But it also said I had to be level 4 to do the next things.
Interesting. If you would like a very easy way of getting XP early, hit H. It'll open up your hunter's log.
He might
there-
not have it yet
Just fucking kidding.
H
because I
doesn't
think
do
he
anything.
gets it in his next quest.
Gotta find where.
'Cause
Oh,
I just got mine at level 5, Chris, so I'm pretty sure he's
I
gonna get
think
it
you might
very
actually be
soon.
doing the walk around town and meet all the NPCs thing.
Yeah,
That games love doing, which I fucking hate.
Deliver the
Oh,
missing
come.
Go
person.
meet the banker. And it's like,
So
Lord.
just real quick in MMO related news, I just got to level up my D&D character to level 4.
That's not MMO
Yay.
news.
Ian Gibson, have you gotten to play this video game yet?
I have not. I'm on the server. My favorite part is when I click refresh and it pops up, and none of the servers I can join. It's just none of them are available, and it's just like, come on, man.
God.
Fine, I'm
Welcome to
having
getting
fun.
on this hype train late.
Yeah, all right. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm really excited about level 4 because I carry a spear and I get polearm master. Are you guys ready for this feat? This feat's insane. Okay, you ready? When you take the attack
Oh, I know
action
this one.
with a glaive, halberd, quarterstaff, or spear, you can use a bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end of the weapon. It uses the same ability modifier as the primary attack and has a damage die of D4. So basically, I get an extra D4 attack pretty much every turn. And then also, when I'm wielding a halberd, pike, quarterstaff, or spear, other creatures provoke an opportunity to attack from you when they enter your reach. This is an obscene feat, and I can't wait to just get like triple the attacks in every combat. It's going to be amazing.
I mean, you still only get one attack opportunity per turn.
Yes, but I go from like a single attack to now I get attack
Yeah.
plus a bonus attack plus opportunity. So it's just going to feel much better than now, where I'm
Yeah,
like
pole
I roll
arm's-
high.
Pole arm's really
Yeah.
good.
I'm excited. Anyways, still sitting at the server. How you guys doing?
Hate
I'm
this
doing
map.
the peak of endgame Final Fantasy content, which is jumping around the hub town.
Gotcha.
Yep. It's also the peak of WoW content.
I mean,
here
that's,
right
yeah,
now.
that's every true MMO.
Can you jump in RuneScape?
But you can bank stand, which is its own thing. Just standing in a bank, looking at your menu, like, duh.
So you look at a menu. That's not equivalent. To
I mean, you can do a bunch. I mean,
Yeah.
you're probably looking at your skills, honestly, but or the wiki.
Oh my god. Elise just brought up Sentinel, which is another feat, I think, and it says when you
Oh yeah,
hit a
Sentinel's
creature
real good.
when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action. And when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. That is, God, I may have to do that. Thank you, Elise.
Yeah, you do need to do that. That's the best combo with polearm in the game.
And that's another feat, I think.
Correct. Correct.
When do I get my next? It's every 4 levels you get a feat or ability.
Are you a fighter?
I'm a paladin.
Then yes, I
Oh
think it's
yeah,
4
I can't do
levels.
this quest until.
So, got it. So level 8, I'll take Sentinel.
You probably have a quest to go kill a bunch of shit outside.
Slay Wharf.
Yeah.
I can go out.
Hit ammo on your map.
Oh, your place has water. Mine's a desert.
Yeah, Limsa is like.
Oh, we have
Um,
different places.
Yes.
Yeah,
realize
it's based
that.
on your class.
He's in Ulda. We're in Limsa. There's also Gdynia.
Herzegovina.
Yeah, Bosnia Herzegovina. You want to go to like it's probably I think it's Middle Lanoskia is gonna be where you need to kill wharf rats.
Ailey says you don't have any main story quests right now.
That's
No, I
because he
know
needs
that.
to be
It's the
level
one up in
4.
the corner, but I need to be level 4 in
Oh,
order
he's
to
got-
do it.
He's got to go kill wharf rats. You
You
should
should
Pay
probably get some
attention
main
to the
story quests, though.
stream.
I am paying attention to the stream. Every 3 minutes, this button lights up and I click it, and it shows me the list of servers, and it's never the right one.
I wasn't talking to you. Glad you were.
Are you on the upper or lower decks, Willie?
I am. I'm at the drowning wench. Probably on the down the lower end of the decks.
No, you're on the upper. I
Ailey
believe
says
you need to go lower and then go to Middle Lanoskia, which is going to be east, if I recall.
go grab your Marauder quest.
He probably doesn't have one. He's not level 5 yet. He might have one. I don't know.
You should get to that level though.
Yeah, I was correct about Middle Lanoskia. It's where the wharf rats be.
Are you enjoying the game so far, Will?
I haven't really had a chance to play it.
Is this better than WoW? Yes or
no,
no?
First of all, no. Second of all,
Come on.
I have just been running around confused because I don't know. I
Go
can't
east.
focus
East,
on
young man.
anything. That's
It's
Hit
a little
K.
hard to read things focus when like 3 other people are talking.
Yeah,
I feel that.
just hit K and pull out your compass, and then get the bearing from it.
I'll pull it.
I don't know what he's referencing. I assume it's like Tarkov or some
I'm going through
bad game.
Zephyr Gate.
Man, 200 meters front.
God,
It's my
I've
Arma
never
impression.
been so angry. Is this you on a giant thing?
Like my turtle?
Turtle's blowing me right
Oh
now.
my god.
He flies too.
He's slow, so he can't get away. Oh, he's like farting a bunch. I gotta fight some wharf farts. Why are wharf rats literally not on the wharf?
Not at the wharf, because fuck you, that's why.
Will, I'm going to tell you this because there's a chance I may never get in to the server tonight. I think I deserve some credit because I almost named my character Kelthor. Knowing that you would name your character Kelthor.
This character might just be gone after tonight because I have a Square Enix account that I made for Final Fantasy XI, and then I deactivated it because they kept emailing me and I could not get it to stop. And now I've had to reactivate it, and their support isn't available on the weekends. So, just
God
waiting
bless
for
Japan.
them to reactivate it. So I made this on my Subpixel email, and then I'll probably end up.
I had to make a new email because apparently I signed up for a free trial of this a long time ago and didn't use it.
Yeah, which means you either gotta pay or get
Yep.
fucked.
So made a new email. That'll be my Final Fantasy email. Or I guess didn't make a new email. Used a different email address. Made a new account.
Go Kelzor, be free.
It's just David at FinalFantasy.com.
He got it.
Final Fantasy. Yeah.
I'm on the inside.
Dot yell.
Dot I'm on the inside. I like that. Final Fantasy. Dot I'm on the inside.
Akira Toriyama. Well,
No, I just had to use my actual personal email instead of my junk personal email.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I keep killing these level 12 to almost murder Will.
Hey, give me my war farts back.
Where the f-
Oh,
where is
aggro.
this
You're
quest
DPS.
over?
Oh no, Cupcakes Link. They're running in.
My favorite Zelda character.
Also, to give a perspective of how
Do you have
wild
fall
the-
damage in this game?
Yeah, but you can't. You'll go to 1.
Can I not loot?
Oh, really?
You automatically pick it up, Willie.
Oh, that's stupid. Keep this. Okay, where are the Yorley?
Those are like flying squids, if I recall. And I don't fucking remember.
It says lower
What
the
did you-
nose cut.
Hell yeah, flying squids.
Okay, open your map.
I
it
learned a
areola?
roll action. What's a roll action?
Actually, do I have a 2-person mount?
Oh,
So
I
can just
see. I see how
carry-
maps work.
your honky ass in.
This way, follow
I
me.
get
This
I'll follow
way.
you. Wait,
Can
what?
I sprint?
Yeah, sprint is that thing all the way on the bottom right of your action bar.
These
You can bind that
lambs,
to a button if you'd like. I have it bound to equal sign, which is on my
Yeah, that's
my
what it's
mouse.
bound to. These lambs are lost.
Poor dudes. Times is tough out here.
Folks, don't forget to listen to our podcast.
Searching for lambs.
Anchor.fm/local.
Oh, I thought
Or
you were talking about,
Anchor.fm/Jason Kojima.
yeah, chasing the true Subpixel podcast.
True Subpixel podcast.
Sorry. I heard that as Jason Kojima.
I am
Oh.
Jason Kojima.
These
Oh,
waterfalls.
Everyone just has their next D&D character name.
What would that be? Where you just, it's a whole podcast where you're trying to convince people that you're related to Kojima, but you're just a normal ass white American guy.
Am I?
I swear to God, my sister's married to his niece. All right.
Look, there's a bunch of zoo darks. Is that what the
Yeah, there's a
Pokemon? Zubats?
let's Zubats. Let's do this fate. Fight these
What's a
fucking
fate?
bats. It's like a mini quest. I'll level sync and assist you.
Didn't hear already?
I just
What's
wanted
my
to
health?
think.
Oh, it's down there. Man, my multiplayer.
Okay,
points, I got
what's the
10,000.
difference between favored and free destination?
Favored cheaper, free is always free.
Is favored the one I go to if I use like recall or whatever it's called?
Oh,
Return,
God.
return.
I'm gonna say it brings you back to your free one.
Free is free, according to Ailey. Favorite
Favored is
is
half price. Okay, but and home is different. Okay. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Why do people have chairs next to their names? What does that mean?
They're AFK.
Oh, I was
Oh.
literally clicking on them because I thought I could sit on them. In a completely normal way. Aqua got Norded.
Oh, no, dude. So this is why nobody just fates.
I'm just hitting one.
You might not have any other abilities yet. I'm guessing you don't because you're level whatever the fuck you are.
But what's a fate?
This is like just like a mini quest that's in the area. So it's just to give you bonus experience if you're running around and choose to do them. You will ignore them 99.999% of the time.
Oh, I lose my headgear. That's
Yeah.
why.
Hey, I'll be right back. I just need to go to battle.net. Add game time to WoW.
Alright, time to go to your quest, nerd. Hey, you leveled up. You got a new ability.
Hey, cool. I've got fancy feet. Oh, main.
Oh, I got poofy sleeves. What up, poofy
Oh,
sleeves?
is main just rend? Is that what we're at here?
No, MAME is it's like a way to play different arcade games.
No, Mame is the druid ability. Come on.
No. I only ever played like warriors and actually my wizard's pretty good. I did the there's like a great combo with the wizard where you can fireball and then there's something else, and then that unlocks that gives you an extra fireball to double spam. Oh, it's great.
Oh wow, cool.
WoW's good. No, it's not like this crap.
I
Will-
don't understand how you could say that because this looks very similar to WoW, just improved in every way possible.
No, is it?
So
So
yes.
far, graphically, I like this over WoW.
Oh God,
Um,
yes. What?
100%. How dare you even state that? I this reminds me of people who even back
What?
in like
Why are you
2008.
mad? I just said it looks better.
I just remember
Everyone's mad
idiots-
at you
I just
for your
remember
great
idiots-
opinion that
idiots-
they agree.
I
Can you
just
imagine
remember
what would
idiots-
happen if you had a bad opinion?
Hey, I just said yes. Ian then exploded.
I just remember idiots in high school in like 2008 saying that WoW is the greatest looking game of all time, and I was like, "You are an absolute
because they were
Well, that's-
idiot."
comparing it to
that's
fucking
false.
Okay,
RuneScape.
I don't agree with that, but
It
I
looks
like
like dog
I like
ass.
WoW's art style. a lot.
Yeah, I like the art
Yes,
style.
art style. Yes.
WoW has the problem
I
that
just
it
literally
has an
think-
art style and is so old.
Yeah,
so like,
100%.
Yes.
without spending time to go back and redo all the lower level stuff, which they did once and made it all look a lot better.
Yeah.
It's never gonna look as good as.
I just think
a
they
game
could just
like
make
this.
$1 bajillion if they would just make WoW again in a prettier engine.
Probably.
Yeah,
And-
probably.
They'll never do that because no one's gonna approve of the amount of money it would cost. But like, I still think
WoW
yeah, WoW 2. Fuck it, who cares? Not even that, just WoW Classic. But like, just make it pretty.
Yeah, I mean, well, WoW Classic is its own thing that even kind of looks uglier.
Now that they made
Honest
WoW
question,
Classic,
though.
they should make a WoW Streamlined. But it's just like
And people are leaving WoW Classic now too.
What was the complaint of WoW Classic is that like while everyone was like whining about like, hey, I want to experience WoW as it was because RuneScape 2007 was doing so good, and then they just didn't up it at
No,
all.
that's,
so
that's
it's
not
just
why
WoW.
people wanted WoW Classic. they didn't want it because
No,
it was
but
like
wasn't the complaint that like once they got it, that was it? They just left it. It was just basically dead on. Once you finish
No,
the
WoW Classic
base campaign of WoW.
WoW Classic was totally fine up until the Burning Crusade. Like they recently did WoW Classic Burning Crusade, and that one died really quick. The base game actually continued to do really well. What ended up happening until the Burning Crusade one that got released recently was most of the WoW players would play normal WoW until they finished like a raid tier or like they were locked out of the stuff they wanted to play, and then they go play WoW Classic and get like that old school feeling. Because like raiding and stuff was very different back then.
Yeah.
Good in good and bad ways. But it is just very, very, very different. So like people wanted that old school feeling, which I totally get because I liked a lot of the old school raiding as well.
Yeah. I'm excited.
But yeah,
for,
they added a level boost to Burning Crusade, which pissed people off real bad. Because like the whole point of Classic was to basically go and do the trudging stuff.
Right.
And have to do all like the prerequisite quests and stuff, and basically make everything more difficult. So like it really attracted like hardcore players. So then they're like, "Here's a boost if you're not a hardcore player." People got really mad, and a lot of them have quit off of that.
So
For Classic, not for the main game.
Right.
Main game's a different story.
yeah. So a little bit of a crazy question here, but let's treat it honestly. When do you think WoW 2, a brand new, either exactly like WoW or the next Blizzard MMO, when do you think that comes out?
When they really, really, really need the money.
I
Which
don't think it's gonna be anytime soon.
Yeah. But man,
If ever.
When every other game they own dies, which like I don't want to
Yeah.
like I don't like Blizzard. Like I don't want to be mean and saying like that's happening, but like it is, it's slowly happening. Hearthstone is slowly losing players. Overwatch is faster losing players. Apparently WoW is now losing players like a motherfucker. So
Heroes of the Storm it's still active, but it's basically dead. Right?
when you said Here's the Storm, my brain had to take a second to remember that game's existence.
Yeah,
I think they
canceled.
canceled for me.
I'll look it up, but I think they canceled all official tournaments like years ago. But I think it's still
I would be shocked if that
Active.
game had more than 10,000 active players on any given like month.
let's see.
Why can't I put this iPad?
You probably don't have the level to equip it. That's precisely the answer.
Oh, level 5. I see. And with my hempen tabard. I am, speaking of Blizzard, I am excited for the Diablo 2 thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Diablo is a game I have never played, and I have no interest in playing.
Yeah, I really like 3. It was my first Diablo. During the pandemic last year, I played through all of Diablo 1. I accelerated the ending a little bit because you're meant to play that game a lot. And I didn't want to do that. And then I had started to Diablo 1. It's like it's made to like you play it over and over again. Back when you would do that a lot. So I just put on cheat engine so I wouldn't die. And then I started Diablo 2, but that's when there were like rumors of the Diablo 2 remastered thing. So
I believe you were talking about like that, like, and then like a week later they announced it.
Yeah. And then I tried to play 3 with Karen the other week, but we were drinking, and I literally like loaded up Diablo 3 because in my brain I'm like, this was the perfect opportunity to introduce her, and she was just running around trying to hit all the NPCs. And I go, no, go to this guy and buy stuff. And she's like, what should I get? What should I get? And I'm like, I don't know. And she just stops and goes, I have no money. And just spins the thing around in the store. And I literally turned the Xbox off and go, yeah, we're not doing this right now. And we just went and played like Mario Party or something. Like, I can't. But Diablo 3 is great.
So, quick update on the server side. So I've been looking stuff up. You guys want to guess how many characters have their home world as Exodus? Is that what we chose?
Ultros.
We're in Ultros. We're in Ultros Primal, which is the most popular one.
So
North America.
Guess. That's not what this says. But guess how many characters have this as their home world?
It's 42069.
No.
8.
I don't know. I have no like perspective of how many.
Yeah, I don't even know how many people subscribe to this game.
I know a lot.
Oh, you know,
like,
I can give you full stats. The world, all characters, is 4.8 million, and America is 2.3 million. So on Ultros,
2.2.
there are.
I'm gonna say 700,000. Actually, no, 690,000.
Correct answer.
I think you guys are forgetting how many servers there are. There's like 20 servers. It's 95,000.
Wow, this just.
Oh, I thought there were fewer
got less
servers.
and less exciting as we went through.
The Ultros Primal used to be super packed because a couple of YouTubers had clans here. And I don't know if that's still the case because I haven't seen Stormbringers or whatever the fuck they were called, the Storm clan around.
The most is.
Grim is still around. I see them.
Oh, it's a fishmonger.
Current server status, however, there are only 2 servers across all of North America that you can currently create new characters in. You keep switching a little bit, but a majority of servers you are not allowed to create new characters in right now.
Yeah, it's literally been switching. Like when I finally got into Ultros, it had been switching. Like
the game
half an hour.
The game is crazy packed right now.
Yeah. Understand. It's just kind of.
Does anyone know like what that is like really caused by?
I believe a lot of it's the WoW Exodus.
It's everyone leaving WoW. Okay.
But it's also
like hundreds of thousands of people.
Well, I know like a lot of it is people responding to the Asmongold and Jesse Cox videos and like being like, I'd like to play that.
Yeah,
and
like honestly, I don't even like Asmongold. He's kind of a dick, but like,
who's Asmongold?
He's very popular
one of the
MMO
bigger
streamer.
WoW streamers.
Mostly WoW, yeah.
Yeah, he's historically been mostly WoW, but he's also played like the New World beta, and now he's doing Final Fantasy 14.
Is there feedback from that New World beta? Not to
I
interrupt.
think it's mostly been bad, but I don't actually know.
I think it was pretty neutral. Some people are excited for it.
At least it's not the original intent of Conquistadors coming to a native land.
Divide and Conquistador.
It's like, I understand, like, that's a cool setting, but to, like, set an MMO in that, where the players are on either side of that, is the wrong thing.
Well, it was also, like, you could pick a side, and, like, picking... the Conquistadors is an option as like your protagonist thing.
It's like setting an MMO for like imperialism in Africa. It's like either be the Zulus or the Dutch. It's like who is the
Well,
minigun?
It's like when it's because like Magic the Gathering did an expansion that was vampires versus dinosaurs versus like mer people a while ago, and they like the vampires were the bad guys, and they were like vaguely modeled after Spanish conquistadors, and they were cartoonishly evil. And instead, Amazon is like, nah, protagonists, come on.
It's like, sweet, I
Guys.
just unlocked smallpox blankets. Let me just hand these out.
But the thing is, with New
Good
World, if I'm
job,
not
hero.
mistaken, you can't even play as the native population. You're just different variants of the settlers.
No, that's not the case.
I'll double check that. But I'm pretty
Please,
sure
But
they
it's
were
fantastic.
set up to be like the environmental enemies are.
Oh my
the
god,
natives.
yes! For the love of God, Amazon, you're the. It's gonna be another Amazon game that's canceled minutes after
At
release,
least-
isn't it?
They should have been like Avatar and masked Pocahontas up with.
Willie, if you see your minimap top right corner, you're running out of a orange circle. That's gonna be like orange circle means you have enemies to kill in this area
I mean,
/ an objective to do.
Yeah, that's like wow. I'm just not paying. Thank you.
It's not as like blatant as the WoW ones are.
Yeah, so it
mechanical
says-
question, Chris, actually on this game.
What's
So get out of the orange circle when enemies are casting a spell or whatever.
Yeah.
Do I have to wait until the spell effect or just until the orange circle goes away to go back in?
Usually, orange circle goes away.
Okay.
Certain enemies, this is not something you'll encounter for a very long time. Certain enemies don't have that, and you just have to know based on like an animation they're doing or something like that.
That's fine.
So New World update. So this is post the changes because if you remember, they got a lot of flack, so they made some changes.
Yeah, they did.
But however, they say that you'll forge a new destiny for yourself as an adventurer shipwrecked on the supernatural island of Aeternum, and then fight the world, wretched once human creatures twisted by centuries of death and revival infest Aeternum. So they basically took the natives and they made them magic evil, barely human now. But yeah, you were 100% a conqueror.
Is it gonna be?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
listen, is that better? Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
no,
it great? No.
it is certainly better. It's not good. David, where are we at right now?
Better. Where am I at? I don't know. I just killed a giant rock
was gonna
thing,
say-
and now I'm having some weird flashback through what looks to be someone else's dreams.
Oh, you're just
I
doing.
think-
You're actually doing story over there. Got it.
Yeah.
At the end of New
I
World,
haven't hit a level restriction in a while, so I've just been cranking.
Yeah,
the
I
story
mean, I
missions.
just must not remember it, but like, I guess there's like they want you to do that little hump to get to level 5, and then they just streamline you. Because I remember 100% when I played this game originally, I got from like leaving Gradinia all the way to the end to max level doing just story quest.
Yeah, I think once you leave, it's fine. It's just where you start.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of that. Like, we need to teach you how to video game because every video game, like you've never played a video game before, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think they do a great job of that on here. I think
No,
my
I
only
100% think they
criticism
don't.
so far is onboarding is
Bad.
pretty much at the same level as original WoW, which is not good. They've made it better since I started. But
I will
like,
say that like I played this game like an absolute simian until I joined a free company where people were like, no, this is how the game actually works, and I was like, oh, okay, because the game doesn't tell you things.
yeah. So like I think it has that problem, which that's a pretty common MMO problem, and WoW has only relatively recently fixed it. Like they've done progressively more each expansion to like improve onboarding, but like I think 1 or 2 expansions ago they really like overhauled it and like teach you how an MMO works. And they even do like fake dungeons and stuff with you now, basically, where you're just with a party of NPCs and stuff. So they really they've really revamped their new player experience. The one thing that I really don't like about this game is the job system at the beginning.
Oh, it's dumb. It's so stupid. Everyone knows
I
it's stupid.
don't know why there are classes and jobs.
Just
Make jobs.
The stupid answer is there's lore reasons behind it, but that's not a good gameplay excuse.
No.
The gameplay reason is I don't know. Fuck it. They drop it later because
Well, and
like,
they don't.
all the
They
heavens
don't really
were
tell you when you're creating yours what it becomes
Yeah,
or how
yeah,
you
100%.
expand.
they because they want you to explore, David.
Well, like at least, like wow, there's prestige classes and stuff that you can't, or at least back when I made them, you couldn't make them unless you had a character above a certain level. But they
Right.
still showed them on the character creation screen, and they were like, "Hey, you can't make this unless you have a level 50 character or whatever."
I think
Which
part
is
of
what
that
I would prefer.
I think part of that is because they want you to like. I think ideally, some pervert over at Square Enix headquarters is like they should play every single class, and it's like I don't have fucking time for that, Kyle.
Well, I mean, and that makes sense. It's an MMO. They want you to play a bunch.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
understand that, but like also, I mean, there's so many classes in this game. But
But
no,
it would
once
be
you,
cool if, like, it'd be easier to show you those classes if they're just like, hey, these are all the classes available. Sorry, you can't play these ones until you play some of the other
That's
ones
true,
because they're
yeah.
more difficult or something.
but yeah, once you get to Heavensward and you unlock all of the first set of DLC
Mhm.
classes, which are the Astrologist, that's a healer, Dark Knight tank, and Machinist, gun shooting DPS.
Isn't
Those
Samurai Heaven's Sword too?
no, that's Stormblood. Those
Oh.
all start at level 30. The Stormblood ones, which are just Samurai and Red Mage, start at level 50, and the Shadowbringer ones start at, I'm assuming, 60, but someone in the chat can correct me on that.
You're right, because I was looking at some of them.
Yeah. Also, Ailey notes that originally there was this idea where you could stay as your class and cross-class skills from any class, and they dropped that because it was stupid and dumb. That's why there's like weapons that are only used up to level like 15, and then they just disappear from the game, like cudgels.
Oh, is it some of it just like remnants of the original game before they
Yeah.
reborned it? Okay.
100%. 100%.
What is on this dude's face? What the fuck?
I feel like I'm gonna get up a little early tomorrow morning and boot this game up just to join the server.
Someone
'Cause
said
I really
the best
wanna
time
play.
to join a server was when it's
Post midnight.
morning in Japan.
Well, these are NA servers, so that should.
Yeah, but they said
No, it
because
does.
a
It
lot
matters.
of
It
Japanese
matters.
people, not necessarily that, but
Oh.
it's just like across the board.
Midnight to 2 a.m. Eastern? That's
Sure.
like 2 hours past my bedtime.
Set an alarm.
For midnight?
I bet Meg will love that.
Oh, she don't care. She sleeps through alarms.
Man, there was crazy thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday. It was.
I was driving around today, and there
So
were tree
loud.
branches down all over the place from the storms yesterday.
I forget what time it was this morning, but it was. I'm as I don't know if everyone knows. I'm very scared of thunder.
Oh, didn't know that.
And it was so loud that I was just like losing it. I eventually fell back asleep because normally I'm a super heavy sleeper and I don't wake up to thunder. Like my mom was always like, "Oh, did you hear that huge storm last night?" I'm like, "Nope, slept through it." Pretty rough.
You should move out to California, Will. Like, never thunders here, ever. It's happened like twice in the past like 3 years.
And I love earthquake. I love living on a ticking time bomb.
Oh, it's great. Love it.
Oh, motherfuck.
Real talk though,
I mean, the Earth is a time bomb at this
That's
point, so
true.
it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I'm so excited for Florida hurricanes after I move. It's gonna be exciting. I like.
Oh my god, the fat chocobo mount's adorable.
It's very good.
Oh, fucking lead it with a cabbage. Oh my god.
Guy's on a horse, a magic horse that looks like a Chinese dragon.
That is one of the that was like those were the original rare mounts, and now they're like people only grind them for the collectability of them. Basically, if you grind all the old boss, like the original like end game bosses, you get those mounts.
Oh yeah,
Where
people
is-
in WoW do the same thing.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
mean, that's-
normal.
Yeah, I mean like mount parties are very common. I have a couple of those horses. They're fucking cool.
I've heard, Chris, maybe you can confirm this. I've heard like one of the weird Final Fantasy 14 community things is that for rare spawns or whatever, they make like rare spawn trains where
define
people
what
just
a
like
rare
group
spawn
up
train is.
and they train from. They just like get a big group of people and go from like rare spawn to rare spawn on like a
Oh,
timer
yeah.
or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And just kill it like as a group, and if you like kill it as a solo person, like you're everyone hates you.
Yeah, so there are like I don't even know what the proper term for them would be, but basically there's roaming bosses,
Mhm.
like that are all based on like the summons from FF games, like what's that damn lightning horse from 10? Ixion's one of them.
Oh.
And like they're like a big deal, and you'll see like mounds of people chasing after them. Hunts, yeah, hunts. That's what they're called.
Okay. Hunt trains. That's it. I had trains right. I've like remembered that one.
One of them, I also can't remember the name of it. It's the one by the original Palace of the Dead. Ailey, you probably remember this. And if you kill it, you like your player model becomes it next time it appears.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was
cute.
mine once, and I fucking lost my gourd. It was the coolest thing. Odin, yeah, it's Odin.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Never
I
got
do
them out
like
though.
how this game just tells you where you have quests on the map to do. Like that's great.
Oh god, yeah. That's one thing I wish more games like Black Ops does. All I do. There's a button that just says like "Take me there," and it just runs your ass.
Wait, there is?
No, that's in Black Ops. I was saying.
Oh.
Have you guys played this game on PlayStation?
I hadn't until recently. Victoria wanted to give it a try, so we tried it on the PS4 and using like the controller system.
Yeah, I know Elise from our channel plays it with a controller, so
The controller system is pretty good. I understand that
Mhm.
targeting is a bit of a bastard, but other than that, I've heard pretty much universally good things.
Oh, that's promising. Because I do like the idea of, especially for an MMO type game that you're really going to sink some hours into, being able to kind of switch between couch and.
Someone in my raid group used to play with a controller, so I know at least like at like quote unquote high level, like it's still is an attainable thing. You can do it.
Cool.
I do love the auto run button though. That's always a great button.
You can also, if you need like a little more control, like short spurts, you can hold down both clicks.
Yep.
Like,
I use that. That's pretty much exclusively how I move when I'm in like raids and stuff.
yeah. Is that also a WoW thing?
Auto run is too, but it's bound to a better button in this one.
Is it R by default, or is that what I have it set to?
I think you set that. Mine's middle mouse button click.
Oh, it's both. Because
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's actually what I bound auto run to in WoW. I don't think it was originally that, but oh my god, it's great. I love auto run.
Yeah, and you can crossplay on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
really nuts.
I was asking Karen if she wanted to play, and it was a definitive no, but thought about putting it.
if you play enough of it, it might change.
Oh, folks, there is now an official XCOM mobile game.
But you're just saying official availability in.
Interesting. Is
not-
Firaxis making it?
No, it's from a studio called Iridium Starfish. It's mobile. It's definitely turn-based tactical.
I could see the XCOM series being a good mobile game.
Yeah.
It's
played vertically.
90%.
Tactics games in general, I think, are just like they would work
Yeah.
on mobile. I mean, most turn-based things do in general.
Honestly, I think the big problem with tactics games on mobile is that the developers go, "Oh, this is a mobile game. We have to add all the mobile bullshit into it."
Yeah, I mean, I am so much more willing to just pay for something up front.
Yeah.
Like I really liked Fire Emblem Heroes, but like it got so bad with the gacha stuff that I was like, I'm out.
The problem is gacha will do good in one company one country, and then what the hell is my tank doing? And then those big people who make the money are like, ooh, dump more of that shit in, please. Gimme.
Chris, what is? I have this way of the Marauder quest underneath Lurkers in the Grotto.
Yeah,
that-
you're right.
every-
You're definitely right in the chat.
Every 5 levels, Willie, you get a class quest. That's like for your class. I don't know if currently, but later on, that is how you unlock unlock new skills for your class.
Gotcha.
So you'll have like regular level up skills, then you'll have like the super cool ones, which are like class based, or sorry, class related. But for now, you should do them just because they're very good experience.
I'm level 6, baby.
What's a guild levy?
Guild levs are like quests that give good amount of experience, and you have a max amount of them you can do per day. I would say typically avoid them because those are primarily used for leveling up your crafters and gatherers.
Okay,
And you can have a cap of 99 of them stored.
That's where I was going with that. Okay. I also unlocked in rooms. What the hell is that?
It's a room inside of an inn. They're not like you can like change your appearance and shit there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, what's the point?
I just happened upon a level 5 B cloud.
Yeah, big whoop. We gotta fight about it.
That's my favorite thing. Oh no, the B cloud.
What the fuck you call me?
I'm actually I'm doing a lot of like very productive stuff over here. I'm going through my email and unsubscribing from all the stuff I don't want anymore.
Poor Ian.
That sounds great, dude.
Still no Ultros.
No, about half the time I refresh now, there's no server at all available. So
Yikes.
I mean, it is a weekend, so this is probably the worst time to do this.
Yeah, just about. Weekend at the game's peak popularity. Yeah, a little bit, huh?
yeah, what idiot wanted to do this today?
I love that it was your idea. You're the only person that didn't get in.
I know.
You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests. Take a brief moment to read information. Open it before answering the call of duty.
Okay,
I'm not gonna read it. I'm
This-
gonna hit.
This is the modern warfare.
Weird, it just loaded me into no Russian.
How odd.
It's crazy they got that in this game.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know Raspberry Pi Zero Ws with wireless were only $10.
Oh,
That's
really?
great. Yeah, because I saw a guide the other day where somebody basically made a wireless USB powered internet camera. So we could theoretically, for like $20, create a camera, runs off USB power, battery packet, and just throw it anywhere and have it on a stream.
Yeah.
My lawn mowing stream is going to be a reality soon. Calling it now.
Cool. Yes, I will
gonna
skip
be great.
cutscene.
Pressure washing the lawn stream.
Oh, you're skipping it?
You're
I
watching
watch
the lawn.
I'm glad you got that because nobody else was listening.
God.
Yeah,
Dark right now.
mess them up, Willie.
Rip.
So all the jobs have a gimmick, mostly built around like filling out your meter or your like combo or whatever. Just like monks, for example, you want to like,
Minus forms.
yeah, you want to do your forms all in a circle, and then like you'll use grease lightning and like just like do a big damage. I honestly, top of my head, I cannot remember what the fuck monk's variant on that is. For like Willie, it's all about like hitting his rotation, taking damage, and then whipping it back like a huge fell cleave, I believe it's called.
Oh yeah, he's a tank. Tanky boy.
Am I a tank? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll turn into warrior, which is the big axe tank. I have a formerly max leveled warrior. It's a fun class.
Just hitting numbers.
Yeah, that's what you do when you don't have a lot of abilities. You hit your 1 and your 2, and then sometimes you hit 3.
These guys look
Man,
like what's
he
his face
gives me
from
a
Nier.
lot of potions.
It's because if you're not playing a healer, like it's just like it's a fucking nightmare.
I haven't had to use one yet.
Yeah, I mean, not yet, but like when you like, eventually it becomes a pain in the ass. A lot of the time, people will just like level or like do MSQ as a fucking healer, because a lot of times, especially you have to deal with like NPCs in cutscenes that die, and you're like, just fucking Christ.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I completed my duty.
Nice.
All of duty. Hey, can I skip this cutscene? Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, that's true. Chocobo healers. I forgot about this.
Yeah. I've seasoned this grotto.
Yeah, yeah.
What do I do?
That a boy.
I wish when I clicked on lurkers in the grotto, it told me what my mission. But it doesn't.
If you put it on the right side, Willie, like where those other quests are, you can do exactly that.
I don't know how to put it over there.
Mark it in your journal. See that little thing on the right, the empty
Oh.
box?
Well, these ones automatically go there.
I don't
Why don't I
know,
have to
dude.
click these ones?
You might have turned one of the MSQs off by
Except
accident,
for
and
the
then
blunt sailor's
Idiot.
knife.
Nice.
I love that I could leg sweep a swarm of bees.
The way God intended.
No, I didn't want to join a fate. No, get out of here. It's not what I wanted.
Fate has other intentions for you, sir.
Just run away, David.
There's some puke hatchlings over here.
I'm just killing some desert pasties.
Fuck
Hey, baby,
hatchlings.
want to come back to my place and see my puke hatchling?
God.
Hey, baby, want to come back to my place and see my tiny mandragora? My tiny pea cloud?
Shout out to Peacock, great service.
Yeah, we love pea cloud.
So, how are you all experiencing Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Sword, Stormblood, Shadowbringers?
Can I just say, is it Heaven's Word or Heaven's Sword?
Heaven's Word, like towards the heaven.
Okay. I keep
Oh.
hearing Heaven's Sword.
No, it's not SWO.
It's because it's the expansion where you go into the sky.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I knew it was Heaven's Word, like
And the
Heaven's
floating
Word towards
constant of
heaven.
FF6 and all that shit.
That makes sense. You know, this isn't the best Final Fantasy I've ever played, but it's also not the worst Final Fantasy.
What other Final Fantasy have you played?
11. So.
Ah.
It's it's tight. It's tight with 11.
As someone that has played every Final Fantasy since 3 except 11, fuck you.
11, the best way, my favorite thing about 11 is to install it. I had to download 10 different zip files and then open up another program that put them all together.
Listen, that's just old PC gaming.
It's an actively run game. They could have changed it by now.
It's not okay. It's like technically actively run.
Ugh.
Yeah, they don't spend time or money on that thing.
Sorry, they do holiday events. I'll have you know. They do. It's like that's like the only content that game still gets. But I can't believe it gets that.
Do I want blue potions or yellow potions? Piss potions.
It doesn't matter really. You also have no use for Ether because you are a melee class. You do not use mana.
Yeah, I think I might switch.
Oh, I was wondering that. Like, I have 10,000 MP. I feel like I'm never gonna have mana.
Yeah, I mean only healer. Sorry, only magic classes use mana.
Okay, I just
Accessible.
assumed I would get some ability that uses like
and-
5,000 of the 10,000.
And honestly, mana doesn't matter to almost all the classes unless like part of your gimmick is manipulating mana. So like black mages, for example, they have a thing where like lower mana, more damage, and then they can use spells to give mana back. But then obviously you're decreasing your DPS. It's more complicated than that, but that's just like a simple way of saying it.
Oh, do I get a Chocobo soon?
Someone in chat remind me level 20 Chocobo.
I'll Chocobo.
7.
Yeah, because yeah, the 20 Chocobo.
Oh, damn it.
So they're like class ability. They're like so like all healers have access to stuff and all mages have access to stuff. So I have lucid dreaming, which just gives me like all my MP back, which I can use once per minute.
How do I know what he ate for breakfast?
Quest level 20.
Did he
not
eat
player
breaded
level.
sticks or ash tuna?
What is Quest?
Oh, he's a classic bread and sticks guy. You kidding me?
How did you
Well,
know? It's my
I don't
breath.
think it matters.
Yeoman. That's such a good word.
That's a
Oh, I
great
got
word.
new pants. Let's go pants.
Let's go. Eventually around level 15 or maybe 10, I don't fucking remember. You'll be able to do the like it's like a couple like it's basically like teaching you how to do a dungeon, and that'll give you basically the best in slot training gear to like level 30.
Teach me how to.
It also gives you bonus
teach me
XP
how to
while
do-
wearing it.
Yeah, that sounds like. Look, there's a hunter scholar. Like a hunter gatherer.
They'll teach you about like hunts in the area and shit.
Oh, I can rent a Chocobo.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
What do you think is
Yeah,
in his
no.
swill wine or swill wine?
Classic little wine guy.
Swole wine.
Swole wine. Wine punches you in the face when you try to
Swole
drink it.
Wine mixed with creatine.
Man, I didn't say the exciting news on the stream yesterday, but I went to the gym yesterday. today.
Oh my God, William Crosby.
Disgusting.
I spent about 3 minutes on the thing with the feet and the arm thing, whatever that's called.
Elliptical.
Elliptical, and
That's
I
pretty
thought
funny.
I was gonna die. So
The
then I
thing
just
with
sat
the
in a
feet.
chair
Quentin
while
Tarantino.
Karen did the rest of her gym stuff. And then I was kind of sore. And then today, my legs feel like someone did open surgery on and made love to me at the same time.
So will you exercised for 3 minutes and then went home?
Yeah, so I don't think I'm going back to the gym. But, yeah. Just wanted to let everyone know I finally went to the gym once. It was awful. I hated it.
Congratulations. Love you.
Man, this Chocobo keeper dude got me too excited for renting a Chocobo for 5 gil a minute.
Jesus Christ.
Chocum?
No,
His name Bo.
Good Chocobo.
his name's Bobo Bo Bo.
Hi, I'm Chocobo.
Bo is my penis's name.
Hello, drunken stag. What a good name.
I am drunken. That's wearing a dress. Love you yelling at all these.
And of course, in any proper MMO, the end game, as we all know, fashion.
Oh yeah. Do they have an equivalent of like transmog in this game?
Yeah, glamour.
Okay. Good. Good.
I might come over to your area a second. Like I have some all my gears glamored on my like max level classes because as soon as you settle on the gear you work with for a while, gotta get that shit in.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Every time I talk to one of these yeomen
My
and they
tank
walk
glamour's pretty
away,
good.
I play the little Terrytown tune from Breath of the Wild. Yep. Oh, you nailed it, dude.
Got him. Well, how does that one? I probably know the one you're talking about.
That's the
It's
one
like,
that the bird plays.
It's like the Terrytown music, but every time you recruit a new person, it like plays it on a piano as they're walking away.
You know, I was just thinking the other day. It's too bad that like there's no good YouTube channel with videos about like Zelda music.
Yeah.
It really is a shame.
Sorry,
Yeah.
there's you said good channel. No, yeah.
Really is a shame.
Hey, real quick question though. Do you guys watch your own channel content? Because I just don't watch any Subpixel content. Is that weird?
It depends on what it is. I watch some of our stuff.
I watch pretty much everything. I'm not caught up on Ace Attorney anymore because there's simply too much of it.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where I'm at on that.
I watch the Pixel 8s because I know I'm in them and I haven't seen the footage.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. New one tomorrow. The
No,
Big
I'm
Apple.
excited.
The edit on that was tough because we made the same mistake again, and I'm the one behind the camera, so it's my mistake, which is that we don't do enough talking to the camera, so it ends up just being like 90% montage. It's a great montage, but we just don't do enough of like, hey, check it out, check out what I got at the store. Oh, look at the store, you know. So
We need to do that next. Everything we do next time we shoot one, do an intro and outro, and even if you don't use it, covered.
yeah. Like when you left Video Games New York, I should have been like I asked you what you got and you told me. I should have been like, take the fucking camera out and get that on camera, you idiot. But I didn't. So, but it's still a good episode. Gonna be a great ep.
Quest accepted.
All right, did a dungeon in the leveling up queue. It was an existential nightmare, but now I'm free again.
This person looks like they're from Cats, the movie.
No, it was me and 3 like actual sprouts, like people. You have the sprout next to your name. You haven't played. And I didn't remember how to do the dungeon, so it was a fucking nightmare. I was like, I remember I have to get these fucking crystals, and we have to bring them back to the thing. I don't remember where any of them are.
All right, folks. So I think I'm going to drop off because I'm literally just browsing random websites over here.
Poor Ian.
I'm
fine.
going to catch up at some point this week because I am excited to play this, but I figured not much.
David, what location are you in? Your map.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna wrap it up too
I
because
am
Daddy's getting tired.
That's fair.
At
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Sunrise
leave first.
Gate.
Bye,
slash-
boys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
I'm at Sunrise Gate / Copperbell Mines in Western Thanalan.
Western Thanalan. Okay, that's
Western
fine. Thank you.
Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
Okay, folks, thank you for tuning in for the first episode of the Final Fantasy fantasyingness of life. We will see you on the next episode in about 6 weeks. We all hate our lives.
I mean, is that actually your timeline, or do you think you want to do one closer to like when everyone is ready to do some dungeons?
Yeah, I think basically every like quote unquote milestone that people are getting close to that we can do together. I think
We
we're
should
gonna
probably
try
do
to
one when everyone is about to unlock their first job. That's like, you know, when the game gets interesting.
Okay, yeah. So we'll be back with this spursed out intermittently is the word. But until then, subpixelfilms.com, you can find our stuff. YouTube / save data
Team. Save data team, yes.
Save
Thank
data
you.
team, and you can find their stuff. You can also go to local anchor.fm/local chat, anchor.fm/chasing Kojima. There's a whinnying horse near me with a horn. That guy, Laurel's Homes. Good for him. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone. You're beautiful and we love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.